Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Broken Theory. Today we got the homie SAYWORDSTAZ. What's good?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Nothing much. I just wanted to talk to you about your journey and see where it all got started with this music stuff.
Yes, no doubt. I'm happy to be here.
Most definitely. We appreciate you making some time.
Yeah. So, my journey, I'm still going through it, but my journey has been about 3 years now. We're going on 3 years since I've been making music. It's been so much fun. I've never felt so myself, like, in so long, like doing stuff that I want to do and creating and intertwining it with my other talents as a photographer. It's been a really exciting journey for me. I've been doing this, like I said, for 3 years. I've been mentored during that time by a producer. His name is Ski Beats, and he's shown me the ropes. He's helped me understand my sound and discover my sound. So that's been really, really exciting. And I decided I wanted to do music during like the end of COVID. I was like down and out because as a photographer, like I was waiting for work and I couldn't find any. Nothing was coming through. So during the wintertime, I was just trying to figure out like what can I do? In the meantime, what do I like to do? So I picked it up, like, okay, let's try music because I have a thing for music. And I already knew who Ski was at the time. So I reached out to him and asked him if he can help me out. And he said, let's do it. So here I am now.
That's fire. That's fire. So what was it like, one, working with a legend, and two, kind of developing your sound into what it is now? Like, how did you figure out what you wanted to make?
So as I started in the beginning stages, when I first knew him, I actually met him at a concert, a Currency concert, and unexpectedly, I didn't know who he was at the time. And once I figured out like the music that he made was stuff I grew up to listening, I started like bugging him with like sounds that I used to like to listen to, like samples from like different other artists, other rappers that would sample. And there was this like YouTube page, I forgot the name of the YouTuber, but I'm sure you've seen it, where like they would show the music video of the rapper who made the song and then what he sampled it from, the original song. So that was my thing. I would binge watch on that. And I would tell Steve, like, hey, look what I found. Like, look at this sample. You should chop it here. Like, you should get this part right here. I didn't know anything about music, like, as far as production. So I was just, like, cutting my own section of what he should use. just to you know, bug him or whatever. Like, you know, try to make a beat out of this right here. And I didn't realize what I was actually doing was chopping. So, having that mentally, one, I'm a video producer. I also do video work. So it kind of came hand in hand with that as far as editing is concerned. So I understood like what it's like chopping up music with visuals. So that in a way helped me out as well. And yeah, as far as like what it was like in the beginning stages learning music, it was fun. It still is fun. I'm still learning from him as I go. But every single day, like I would make music nonstop, or I would go visit his studio and we would be making music nonstop. It was like a fun, pretty dope boot camp. And yeah, so like he would challenge me to like make a beat for like, say like 10 minutes. And I'll have to hurry up and make a beat and then show him what he has, show him what I have, and then he'll show me what he has. And then our friend Diamond, who's also a really dope producer, he would be a part of it too. And he also taught me some things about like the machine and things like that. So it was a very cool experience nonetheless.
That's fire.
Yeah.
How do you decide when a piece of music is ready to be shared with the world?
I would say I'm a perfectionist, so I'm always in the lab making sure everything sounds cohesively and like makes sense to me. It first has to make sense for me before I let it out in the world. And not just make sense, also like I have to dance to it. If I'm not like dancing to my own music or vibing out to my own music, then I'm not gonna put it out, because that's not what other people would probably feel. Like I gotta feel the music, you know? And I think that's something that is important. Everybody's different, so not some people can, you know, think differently. Like, or if I put out a song I don't like, because there's been times that happen, I put out a song I actually didn't really care for, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, I really love this song." I'm like, "How do y'all? What? I don't see that." So it's just, there's times where people, you know, think differently, and that's totally fine. That's cool too. But yeah, I would say that's number one. Also, like having somebody else listen to your work too, just to get a feedback. I would have Ski all the time. Actually, I would send him all of my beats after I was done making them. I would show him the progress and what I have, and I would just, you know, let him tell me what he thinks, and he's always giving me some really good feedback on it. So that also helps as well. I make sure that there's no mistakes in it, and make sure that it's in my way of mastering, using Ableton and stuff like that. So it's a lot of different things that come, you know, that entail.
Nah, I feel it. I mean, it's always good to just like put stuff out there. If you made something, chances are, you know what I mean, somebody else is gonna feel it too. Whether, you know, you're not really sure when you put it out there, you know what I mean, you're able to test the waters. And if you want to eventually, you know, you could delete it, but you know,
right,
it doesn't do any good on the hard drive or on the actual standalone.
Exactly. And you know what, it just reminded me, like, I think now this sticks to me now, when DJ Jazzy Jeff said that, like, a video that he put out about, like, put out everything that you have. And it may not be exactly what he said, but like release all the music that you have before you die. Like,
yeah, you gotta die empty.
On it. Yeah, you gotta die empty. Don't sit on that. You wanna show it off, you know? And it's like a feeling, like a release. Like, you know, I want to release what I have. Like, it's like a therapeutic feeling too. So definitely. Sure. I'm always putting out the music that I have.
Yeah, this year, you know, I've kind of made a vault over the years, you know what I mean, from my music journey. From when I was homeless in 2017, that's when I started teaching myself how to make beats and engineer and all of that stuff. So I got a lot of stuff from back in that days that still never seen the light. This year, I'm unloading everything. You know what I mean?
Let's go. That's because it's no more time wasting. Especially not now. While you got the time while you living. It's 2025. Let's change that.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that. What's your process? What's your process like when you're working on an album?
Oh man, it's like really quick. Like I'm the type of person, I gotta get, if I'm like, I have an idea, I gotta make sure that I execute it and get it done and hurry up. Like sometimes it can be like off random. Like this last EP that I put out, I had no intentions of putting out anything at the moment. I was waiting for Sonic Odyssey 3 in March of this year. But last year I was just like, you know, I got all this music I've been making nonstop every single day, and I'm just like, well, I don't want to sit on this stuff. It's a lot of good stuff already. I got, you know, over 8 songs, so can I curse?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fucking let's do it.
Yeah, of course.
Let's just put this shit out, right?
Yep, put it out.
So I made sure, you know, I put everything on my 404. After that, I put it on my MPC. I exported it, put it into my 404 to get the sounds, like, you know, the 404 effects in it. And then I put it in Ableton to like kind of finalize it and normalize every track. And then that's how I make my EP. But sometimes, like, I be sitting on stuff too, but I don't sit on it too long.
Nah, you can't.
You can't.
You gotta let it fly.
Exactly. Like, you know when it's time. Your energy will feel it when it's the right time to release something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How important is faith to you?
Very, very important. Without faith, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. You won't. It's like energy. Like I was saying, like it's like energy. If you can't have faith in yourself, other people can't have faith in you, or not have faith in you, but they can't see what you're seeing. Like it's not going to be. What can I say? The word responded in the same way. Like
yeah, I think as artists, yeah, for real, I think as artists, you know what I mean, like we're always in our heads, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And you know, not everybody could see everything that we're planning on doing, so it's like,
oh, for real.
If you're not able to assert yourself and, you know, show the people what you're up to, it's like, how are they gonna be able to believe it? You know what you're capable of, you know what you've been working on, all them hours
Right.
you put in. But if people can't see something, it's really hard for them to, you know what I mean, put it in perspective and have faith in you as well. I think
Exactly.
faith is a big thing that you need to have as an artist or in the music industry in general, man. God is the greatest.
Word. And what you put in is what you get out. So
Amen.
if you put in nothing, you can get in shit, right?
Yep.
Right? If you're all depressed about making your shit in your music, everybody's gonna feel the same way when they hear it.
But I mean,
even
then though, I mean, that there is a niche for that. You know what I mean? Some people are just like super sad. They make super sad music, and you know, people love it. But,
I know. I have my little sad beats and stuff, but I don't try to make those all the time. I try
everything
not to
in moderation,
right? Yeah, like, you know, if you do it purposely, that's different. But, you know, like I try to make all my music happy, like very upbeat, like positive. You know, like give a positive vibe out to the world. So yeah,
and it's reciprocated. I see all of the people that show love to you and everything like that. You know, that positive energy comes back to you full circle.
Word, and you ain't lying about that. Like, I really appreciate everybody who's been supportive of me, who's been there for me through thick and thin, man. Like this year just started, but last year definitely was telling like who my tribe was, and I definitely found my tribe.
That's a beautiful thing when you know, and it's crazy because, you know, as a musician, you like when you're first starting out, you don't think that you could bring people together from what you make. You know what I mean? But these people that you never met love you because of what you're doing, what you make them feel inside, or the memories that you remind them of with your art. And it's a beautiful thing, man. I've met so many people that, like you said, been there thick and thin, and they still there, you know?
And that's so important, is to have people that are there for you and vice versa. Like you're there for them. It's all about reciprocation, and find not just that, it's the right people, like the people who are high vibrational. Like you don't, want to surround yourself with negative energy.
Oh yeah, you can't fake the funk.
You can't, and I've learned that. So it's definitely like a thing to learn about as you're going through your journey in life, and as a producer, as a creator.
I feel it. That's more or less like what I'm trying to do with this community, doing the open mics and stuff like that. Like I've been trying to bring people together, you know what I mean, in one space, and just like let everybody network with each other, you know what I mean? And like everything that's been going down, like I see people working with people that, you know, I introduced them, and it's a beautiful thing, man. I'm
Connecting.
excited for what is to hold the rest of this year and the years to come.
That's what's up. And you know what? I already feel it. So I feel it for you too. This year is going to be dope for us individuals who are putting in the effort to make it dope for us. You know?
Amen.
So it's going to be a good ass year, despite what's going on in the world.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, prayers to everybody who's going through what they're going through, the fires and everything that's happening right now. It's tough, but you have to live your life, and it's really your life, you know, like you have to make sure you're mentally stable, and also, you know, pouring love out to the world and helping those too.
Yep.
So
what makes a good song or beat to you?
what makes a good song to me is finding the right sample. Definitely. If you're someone who digs and you like to use samples, finding that sound, that right sample that takes you there, and I'm sure you know what I mean by taking you there. You feel like you're about to soar into the sky or something. I don't know, cloud nine.
You can't wait to chop that thing up. And I mean, when you start chopping it up, you sitting there for hours like, which one should I do? How should I sequence this joint?
Exactly. It's like, what is this melody? I need this now.
Oh yeah. And it's just so crazy just from chopping something up. Like, you know, it could be the basic chord progression that you have, right?
Right.
And then just by chopping it up in those in-between pieces, and you know what I mean? Like, you just make something completely different. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love micro chopping. I think that's the only thing I know to do, because I don't like looping the same, like safe is like for a 4 count. I don't like waiting. I like to chop it in between. Like, you know?
I mean, like that too. It's really hard to find out the samples, you know what I mean? And get copyright strikes and all of that.
Yeah, so you gotta be creative with what you're doing. Definitely. There's a lot of people out there that I know that are personally really creative, but like chopping. Like one of my homies, his name is Czars, The Origin. He's a menace at chopping. You won't ever know what sample he used. So
Word.
He's dope. But yeah, it's all about your ear, what you hear, and how creative you can be with manipulating it.
What does an average day look like for you?
An average day for me currently is waking up in the morning, right? I will usually do my little dance routine, turning on Cleo Soul or Salt or Live, whatever I have on in my Bose stereo, dance or whatever. That's like my little workout. Then I would make me some tea. It would be like chamomile, jasmine tea. And then I would turn my studio equipment on. And lately I've been working with the MPC. So
Which MPC?
MPC 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the small little one. That's my baby. I love this thing. If you know any MPC, you know them all. So I love that thing. But yeah, I would turn it on. I would get some of my vinyls that I got going, turn that on my turntable, turn my 404 on as well, have them all connected. And I would search for a sample on there if I'm looking to, you know, add something new into my collection. And I would sample that in and chop up.
So you sample straight from the records?
Yeah, I do everything. I would sample straight from the record. I would sample what I already have in my MPC that I've sampled before, or stuff that was given to me. Like I would sample that. Sounds like I'm trying to incorporate more ambient sounds. So I've been recording sounds outside to try to get like, you know, anything. And I would do like, use that for percussion or ambient sounds. Sometimes I do just straight ambient sounds on the 404 if I'm trying to just just listen to something. It's therapeutic as well. But yeah, normally it'd be the MPC, or sometimes I use Serato Studio if I'm a little lazy. I don't feel like doing all the work. I love Serato.
That's the beautiful thing about having technology. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you got multiple choices.
Exactly. You could choose one, and I'm blessed to have them all. So it really is like what I feel at the moment, what I'm going for. And then, I'll go on live, because I've realized that, like, with it and without it, it's been really helpful. Just showing, like, people, my friends, my homies, my progress on what I'm doing with the beat. Yeah. And I just, chat it up with them, or they'll just watch me look down all the time, staying focused, because I'm always focused on live. Yeah. And that would be my day. The whole day I would be making the beat. I look up as soon as I'm done. It's like nighttime. It's like, wow, what did I do today? Like, get up and do nothing.
I feel it.
Yeah. So that's been me every day.
But when your life is music, sometimes it may feel like you did nothing, but you did something. You was busy the whole day. You know what I mean? So it's like, even down to, like, your routine, waking up in the morning and doing what you got to do, you still doing something. You know what I mean?
That's right. It's call it a brain workout.
There you go.
You are working your brain.
Yep.
So that's always good. Always healthy.
Are there any books that you're reading that have changed your life?
Yeah. I have a lot of books.
Drop some for maybe something that could help some producers out there, or something that you got some inspiration from for quality of life or something like that.
Quality of life. Okay, other than the books for right now, I do have a lot of graphic novels. I love graphic novel books. So I would say get graphic novel books if you're trying to imagine. If you're stuck in life and you want to use your imagination or be in another world, definitely become a graphic novel collector, because they're fun to read, and you don't necessarily have to read words. It's a visual. So you can make your own story, so your own vision of what you're seeing on paper in that book. So that's one. And I could tell you so many graphic novels. As far as books, I've been reading a lot of poetry books, and I've been reading the Bible. So definitely, y'all gotta read the Bible
every day.
Yeah, read the Bible. It really, I'm not like a really spiritual person, but lately, my father, he's given me a Bible as a gift, and I've been opening it recently, and I'm grateful for it, because it's been helping me along the way, especially the Proverbs and Psalm 91, all that. So that's a recommendation. Also, there's this book I've been reading over last year called The Year of Letting Go. It's by a popular author, poet named R.H. Sin. I'm not sure if you ever heard him or seen some of his posts, but they're floating. No, but he's pretty good. It's 365 days of pursuing emotional freedom. Okay. So every day has a excerpt to talk about.
That's
for letting things go. And affirmations. I have a 365 Badass Black Girl Affirmations book. That could be for anyone, but especially for my sisters, including myself. It helps bring positive thoughts to create like success, wealth, self-esteem for us women. So those are just a few.
You definitely got good energy on you, you know what I mean? So those definitely take notes of everything that she's saying, for real.
And get a journal.
Yeah, for real.
Get a journal.
Do something with your life.
Exactly. Get those thoughts going. If you want to write poetry or how you feel, just write it on paper. It's fairly helpful.
No, for sure. What sacrifices do you feel like you've made to get where you are right now?
Sacrifices. I would say letting go of people who didn't serve me. Yeah, I would say allowing them to leave. That's one. Learning to love myself. I sacrificed a lot of like the old me, letting go of the old me, who I used to be, and learning how to love myself even more than what I thought I did in the past. I would say that.
How has music changed your life forever?
Can you repeat that one more time?
How has music changed your life forever?
It brought me to all y'all, including you. I never did podcasts like this before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm telling you this, I thank Ski all the time, every day, for like giving me the opportunity, giving me a chance, and teaching me, because he didn't have to, but from the kindness of his heart, he did, and he took his time out on me, and I really appreciate everything that he's done for me throughout this journey. So it's taught me mentally, and just like with just how my mind used to be, like changing my mindset instead of worrying about, oh, what is the steps? How can I make money out of this? Or like, just have fun. Like, it really is about having fun. You can't think about what's gonna happen in the future. Like, be in the moment, be in the present of what you got going on. There may be times, you can think about things in your future a little bit, but don't dwell on that. Like, it's really important to have time to have fun and live life right now, because you never know what you got until it's gone. And once it's gone, it's gone. It's like, enjoy yourself. So I hope that answered your question.
Nah, I definitely did.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
How did you get your name?
SAYWORDSTAZ came from my poetry name. Actually, when I started poetry, this was like decade. Is it a decade or two ago? It was like 2008. I was in a poetry club, and I used to listen to Mos Def a lot. Like, even before 2008, I was listening to Mos Def a lot, and there was a song. It wasn't Mathematics. It was on his first album, Black on Both Sides, and he would say word, and I forgot the name of that song, but he would say that, and I would always remember that in my head. Like, the same way he would say it was the same way that I said my name, say word, and then my name is Stazzy, so people call me Staz or Stazzy. So I just put those two together and made that my poetry name, carried that into my photographer name, and now that I do music, I keep the legacy going.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like,
it don't make no sense making all of them separate.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's an acronym, but I have the exclamation point and the question mark at the end, as if someone is saying it out loud, like, say words,
see?
Yeah, exactly. Like that. So it's like, that's how I vision my name.
That's that New York mindset,
Exactly.
Word. For sure. How do you handle creative block, if you ever have that?
There's been times where I wouldn't say, it was kind of like creative blocks in between, like energy. I didn't have any energy to make a beat at the moment. Definitely plenty of times of that. I know my friends have the same feeling too, and I would help them at the same time. Like, what I would do for myself, I would take a break, do something else that I like to do, or I'm a multi-talented person, so I like to draw. So I would draw, or I would work on reading or doing photography work, or I would watch YouTube videos and look at DiBiase's sessions, or any producer session or tutorial about how to make a beat or certain techniques. in programs to learn about. So while I'm not around my studio, so that's how I would do that around that creative block.
Nah, I feel it. You mentioned YouTube, but where are some of the other sources of inspiration that you get?
I get it from my friends. My friend JP, definitely. We would have sessions. We would talk on the phone for days. And we would, play music with each other, like over the phone on FaceTime. I would listen to her, make her beat. She'll listen to me, make her beat. And that's how we would inspire each other in making music.
Yeah, she's dope.
Oh, you know JP? Yo, that's she's my best friend.
Yeah, she's dope.
She's my sister in music and everything. I love that girl. Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out JP.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, she's been a really good asset in my life, an angel nonetheless. And definitely inspiration in creating. I have other friends too I would talk to, hit up. We would talk about life and just like music and our woes and stuff. That is actually inspiring too. So
yeah,
we help each other out. Each one teach one.
No doubt.
Yeah.
What would you say is your biggest investment in music besides time?
My biggest investment is the equipment.
What are some of your favorite investments of equipment that you got?
The MPC.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's like, that's hands down.
What was the story like when you got yours?
It was after I performed that Donut Lounge. I used the 404 too, so I would say that was also my best investment too. And my speakers are my best investment as well. But everything. After Donut Lounge, I went to a pawn shop. It's like a music pawn shop Ski brought me to. It's pretty famous in Manhattan, somewhere downtown. And I saw the MPC there. I wasn't going to buy me anything. I just went, to check it out with him. And I saw that they were selling it for $500. And I had the money at the time, so I told Ski, I was like, yo, I think I should get this now. This is a sign. Like, I can't walk away from this. This is refurbished. And it's also in good condition, like new. The guy never used it. So I might as well get this now. And he was like, yes, go get it. Because he's been telling me to get that for the longest. And I never did. So I got the MPC at that time. And it
How were you feeling when you got it?
Amazing, golden. Like, this is like the golden ticket. Like,
yep.
I got the power.
Yep, for real.
Dead ass. Yeah, it was a good feeling.
Nah, I feel it. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Ooh, oh man. Can I name like two?
Yeah, go ahead.
You? I would say one of my favorite movies is called Once Upon a Forest. It's a cartoon, kind of like Disney, but it came out in the early 90s. And it was about these animals in the forest living their regular life. And then the humans came and destroyed it. I'm not even laughing for that. It's not funny. But it's such a sad movie. But I remembered it because I used to watch it all the time and I would cry. And the music, I think it was because of the music. The music made it so emotional that it stuck with me. And every time I watch it, I kind of tear up about it. But the animals, they end up finding their family again. Like they lost their family. Some of them died because of the gas leak that the humans did or whatever. And it's like a whole journey experience. And they end up finding their family, but it's just the music that stood out for me.
Have you ever sampled that?
I was trying to. I didn't. I stopped. Like I took a break because I don't know why. I should go back to it.
Here we go.
it again.
Like,
Thank
like
you.
both.
Thank you.
No worries. No worries. Give me 3 of your favorite albums of all time.
3 of my favorite albums of all, Most Def, Black on Both Sides. If it could be anything, I would say.
Yeah, it don't matter the genre. Whatever you like.
The Internet. Everything from the Internet. But I would say, I got it right here. Hold on. I got it right here.
What, Feel Good?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Feel Good.
Too.
I also like Hive Mind. I like Cleo Soul. The name of that album though, I think it's called Mother.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She's like swimming. Is that it?
No. She's holding her baby.
Ladies. Okay.
She's holding her. I think she has a son, so she was holding her son on the couch while she was sitting on the couch.
That joint is fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of other ones. I just can't name them all, but definitely those right now, as far as today.
What's some advice that you would tell your younger self?
I would tell myself to know your worth, because I'm worth it all. You're worthy. Never give up on your dreams.
Never.
Never ever. And to take the route to where you want to be in life.
Nah, for sure. You definitely got to.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, you got anything that's coming next? Anything you want to talk about? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to Ski. Thank you, Ski Beats, for being in my life. And I can't wait to see what's going forward in my journey, including yours. I give a shout out to JP, because I love that girl to death. Shout out to her. Shout out to Zars, the whole beat community. Shout out to you.
I appreciate that.
Shout out to my cats, Lucky and Mars. I'm gonna tell you, man, they got me viral. So shout out to Mars and my cats, Mars and Lucky. They played the synth for me, and I taped them and put it on TikTok, and that shit went viral. I have right now 1.4 million views.
That's crazy.
Of them, and people sampling them. So shout out to my cats. I wouldn't be able to live without them. Yeah, so I want to say the Sonic Odyssey is coming out this March, either March or April. That is the final to the trilogy of Sonic Odyssey 1, 2, and 3. And I have an EP that came out last year called Swim, and another EP that I recently released back in December called Thanks for Listening. So all those you can find on Bandcamp and on streaming platforms as well. So